Welcome, everybody. I think I just started. So we've got lots of people just joining us. So we're going to wait about 2 or 3 minutes before we officially jump in. As we've got people coming. My name is Jean McGinnis, and I'm on the advisory board. And I'll talk about me in a minute, but hopefully you all are having a lovely day. I feel like it's autumn. I feel cold. I went and got a jumper because I was like cold. Yeah. So anyhow, but I actually really love autumn, and I'm an artist. That's one of my hobbies, and I do painting. So I've been doing a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, maybe a bit of painting autumn trees because I really love autumn. It's just beautiful. But we are excited today for our webinar. We're going to be talking about our newest product, our marine collagen, but also our award-winning targeted skincare, because our focus for the next few months is on our award-winning skincare products. And that's a really big deal. And then, yeah, we're going to be, it's not like simple, but you know, there's only going to be a few products, which is great. So I just want to wait another minute or two, but I have to say, did anyone get to watch the latest Bob Parker show? Good morning, Lorraine. She said hello in the chat. Yes, so did anybody watch the Bob Parker show? Because I got to go and be on that. And that was so fun. I mean, like really fun to be there. I went the day before because we did a lot of filming on some things, and then and rehearsed. I didn't realize how much rehearsal would go into it, but it's actually, I mean, it's like an hour-long show that's live, so they have to kind of walk through, and then they have like the disaster, it's the cooking part, which is kind of hilarious. Actually, it was really hilarious. So, and then Bob put on, I got to do the skincare demo stuff, and Bob put on the biocellulose mask, and that was kind of hilarious too, actually. So anyhow, but I think I sold him on it because he'd only done it like a few times before. It's not his norm, even though I was like, look, my husband and my teenage son love to wear the biocellulose mask. But he was like, afterwards, he's like, my skin feels so good. I was like, I know. Anyhow, it was really fun. And it was just fun actually to be with people. You know, I think that was, for some, I'd actually been like with some of the Forever staff. I mean, and like in person. I mean, I've been on a lot of Zooms, like a lot, but in person, it was just fun to be with people and to film on that day. So anyhow, I do recommend the show when you get to see it and future shows. So I think we're going to jump in and get started. Yeah, a little bit about me. Like I said, as we jump in, what we're talking about today is our newest marine collagen, newest product, and then also our award-winning targeted skincare items. And a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Jean McGinnis. I've been on the advisory board for several years in the role of skincare and beauty. Originally from Texas, as you can tell from my accent, but I have lived in Sheffield. In fact, we are having an event and I think November 4th in the north, Forever Sizzle. And I'm excited because I'll get to be there. So I've lived in Sheffield for 16 years, and we definitely consider this home. We're British American, now dual citizens. And I have been in the health and wellness industry and beauty industry since the late 80s in some capacity. I have multiple qualifications and you know, holistic nutrition and you know, some skin science, things like that. And yeah, I love talking about skincare and talking about how you can prevent signs of premature aging, because there's a lot of things you can do to put the brakes on it. So let me just make sure nobody has any big questions. We got lots of chats. Good morning from Ireland. Oh, I love it. I miss Ireland. I really want to go back to Ireland. One of these days I'll get to go. So if we could keep our questions to the Q&A and the little Q&A box, that would be great and quite helpful. So let's jump in, but let's talk about skin science for a minute. because this is really where you get started. So, and okay, here we go. So what is collagen? Because this is the big buzzword, isn't it, that we're talking about? Collagen is found in your body. It's the most abundant protein, and it's about a third of, its protein structure. And it provides all kinds of, I think of it like a scaffolding, like your body's scaffolding. It holds you together. It's your glue that holds you together, actually. And it's one of the major building blocks in your bones and your skins and your muscles and your tendons, and ligaments. But in fact, I put on here, it's glue that holds it all together, coming from the Greek word kala. My husband, who teaches ancient Greek, can tell you how it looks in ancient Greek. You can write it out. But that means glue. And there are 16 types in your body. But there's 4 main types, and 2 of the main types are found in abundance in your skin and skin cells. And that's really more of what we're talking about today. So we're talking about skin care. But type 1 accounts for 90% of your body's collagen. And then type 4 also helps with filtration, and it's found in layers of your skin. But overall, how your body makes collagen declines as you age. This is very natural. However, it can speed up in its decline because of stress, pollution, how you eat, how you exercise, how you maintain yourself, well-being, all kinds of things can increase the decrease, if that makes sense. So collagen is really important. So let me show you in the skin where it's found and what happens. You can see younger skin and you can see older skin. Younger skin, that's not a word, vibrant, plump, full. Older skin, a lot less, getting the fine lines and wrinkles. And what you have, you've got your subcutaneous fat layer down here, which you need for the cushioning and protection, but you've got your middle layer of your skin, which is your dermis. And in your dermis is what you have is hyaluronic acid, which that's another buzzword. These are naturally found, elastin or elastic fiber, and collagen. I like these really negative words, broken, atrophy, yay. Also in your top layer are your skin cells, and they go through this process of shedding every 28 days. So they're going from live to dead as they go out. And as they shed, your actual natural exfoliation process begins to decline as you age as well. So you need help, because otherwise it's going to just kind of hold on to that dead skin. Yeah, I'm feeling quite animated today. All right, so that's a little as you age, all that kind of begins to break down. So we need help, don't we? So what happens as you age? Your skin, your collagen production decreases, your exfoliation process begins to decrease, your firmness, your tone, your texture, your moisture, your hydration. A lot of those problems that you have as you age, like, oh, why do I have puffiness? Why do I have these fine lines? It's all because all of those things begin to decrease, which is all about hydration and moisture and that collagen production. And you'll notice your hair probably start to change. Like mine, I've noticed I used to have really straight hair, really thick, and now it's got a little more coarse and fine. It's kind of interesting. And then nail strength can also decrease, because that's, that's where you get your collagen. And so if you have really thin nails, it probably is a sign that you need to boost your own collagen's production. And your skin becomes thinner and more fragile, especially starting in the eye area. This is your most, don't even use these fingers, use these fingers because this is more delicate, your eye area. That's why you can tend to get those fine lines and wrinkles right around here first, and then here as well. So, see, any questions? So we are going to talk about the marine collagen in a little bit, because someone mentioned it in the chat, and we are out because we've been in such high demand. So let's see it as a positive, like, come on, let's pre-order. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Because it like high demand. It was amazing. So let's talk about our first product. And I want to point out the award. Now, this was a finalist, but even in that, there were hundreds of brands, and there's a lot of competition. But when it comes to award-winning products, and really, I think from what I remember when I first became on the advisory board, I think our firming serum was our first one to win an award. And I was like, yay, and I'd always talk about it in our trainings. Well, now I can't even keep up with them because we've gotten so many, especially in the last 2 years. I think we've learned a lot more, and we now have one of our staff members is actually dedicated to really pursuing and promoting and working with our PR on awards, and that's a really big deal. Why is that a big deal? Because when we win awards, we're beating out hundreds of brands, even very, very well-known brands, over quality, efficacy, and it just depends. Like we've gotten the Green Parent Award, so maybe it's being eco-friendly. There's just a lot of categories that we might beat out other brands. But also when we win in these big, some of these are national, some of these are global, they promote our products and their third-party print pieces and media and other things. So it's kind of fun to find that. You're like, oh, look at their Instagram. It's got our, awakening eye cream on it or whatever. So that's really great because it's a stamp of approval from third-party neutral, entities that have given us our awards and accolades, which is really amazing. So this one has won the Global Makeup Awards in 2021, finalist. So, all right, first product is Awakening Eye Cream. This is a fantastic eye cream. And where does eye cream fall into your skincare routine? Well, I see it as kind of like a serum moisturizer. So maybe right before your moisturizer or even after your moisturizer, which your moisturizer is your bookend, your final stage in your skincare routine. And that's a whole other webinar on your skincare routine. But you would do it before or after. Like I actually put it on my makeup table before I put on makeup because it helps me remember more. And this, like I said, it's like a serum and moisturizer all at once, because all of those, puffiness, dark circles, fine lines, all of that is because of maybe a lack of hydration or slower collagen production, or just kind of, you just need more moisture in this delicate eye area. So this is a dual function eye cream, meaning it's not greasy. I've always kind of avoided eye creams in the past because I'm like, it's greasy. This is not greasy, which I love, especially like in the spring, and I'm like a little hay fever, so my eyes are like, ugh. So I'll put it on, and within about 2 or 3 minutes, I noticed, wow, it's just kind of a lot more alert and awake. So you can put it on here. I recommend to do very gently. Don't pull or drag on the eye area, but what you're doing is you're putting on a little bit of serum and moisturizer, and this has collagen in it. It's got those patented peptides. What are peptides? Well, if you've ever heard my training, which hopefully we'll get live training sometime in the future, I don't know when, but I say peptides, which are naturally formed in your body as well, are the building blocks for collagen. And so when you have more peptides and our patented peptides, it says, go collagen. Wake up, collagen. Come on, you could do it. It's like their pep squad cheerleaders, so to speak, for collagen. It also has things like the cutting edge ingredient Alobitsa julibris bark extract of duratoside to help bring the appearance of awakening and brightening the eye area with a lot of moisture, a lot of hydration to help strengthen that thinning surface under your eye. All right, next product. I enjoy this product too. It got highly commended in 2018, and then it won, it says winner, Women in Home Beauty Awards. So it's winner. I don't know if it's gold, if it's like top, but it won, which was fantastic. But basically this is our fantastic, like I said, fantastic, like that word, smoothing exfoliator. And it's, I call it in a very good way, sandpaper for the skin without artificial microbeads. It's not going to scratch the skin. It's not harsh on the skin, but it is a lot more fine. And it's because of the sustainable Korean bamboo extract granules. You can feel those. And then it's got jojoba, which beads, which mimic your your body's natural waxy layer, your protective layer. So it mimics that. And then it's got bromelain, which is otherwise known as pineapple, papaya, which is papaya, and lemon essential oil, it's not lemon oil, it's lemon essential oil. Well, I take that. It's not lemon, it's lemon oil. All right. And basically that's really hydrating, like incredibly hydrating. And it's full of nutrients and wonderful nourishment. So, however, as a woman, only do this 2 to 3 times a week. You don't want to overstimulate your skin. Your skin is delicate. And I find with teenagers, especially because if they have oily skin, they're like, they want to do it every day. I'm like, don't, you're going to make your problem worse. Only do it 2 to 3 times a day to help your natural exfoliation process. So just looking at to see if you could put your questions in the Q&A and not the chat, because I missed the chat. So someone just asked about, well, hang on. Okay. So how many times for a man to exfoliate? I was just about to get into that. That's cool. So with a man, because I have hair follicles, you can actually exfoliate more. You can do it daily. And I recommend, in fact, I was telling Bob on the Bob Parker show, I recommend you have a cleanser and then you can exfoliate after that and then do your shave. Or you could exfoliate and then use your cleanser gel as your shaving gel. The reason is it will give you a closer shave. And I actually had FBOs who have had testimonials. I mean, I know one, I was in a training and one woman said, well, my husband actually had to shave twice a day because he had such rapid hair growth. And he started using exfoliator and it went down to 1 time a day. And you were like, you have no idea. This actually has like totally helped him, like completely, just to start using an exfoliator. Other fun things with exfoliator is I actually like to use it in demos where I use one hand and not the other. I'll do that with skincare products and you can actually see the difference. It's really kind of weird, how much you can see the difference on your hands. Feel, but see. Then if you're doing a fake tan, it's good to help kind of, you can do it on legs and arms to give it more smoothness. And then also for a pamper night, do it on your feet. It's a nice, lovely scrub. So, okay, next we've got, it's coming. My favorite standalone product. That's a great gift. And as we go into gift giving season, first of all, it's won 6 awards. I mean, when did this come out? Like what, last year? No, maybe the year before. No, it was the year before. Came out, it hasn't been out very long and it's gotten 6 awards. I mean, which is pretty amazing. But what I love about this product is you can stick it in an envelope in a card and like give it to people as a little care package. Hey, I gave it to some girlfriends in Texas. We're all in a little WhatsApp chat group and we always start chatting and I send it to them and they're like, this is amazing, and but it's also just communicates, hey, take care of yourself. I love you, and let's, whatever. And then I use this, like I said, use it for movie nights with my family, my son and husband, which, that's kind of like for mass because although my daughter just went to university, but I will send it to her in a gift, actually. And I actually left it in a card for her when we moved her in. I left it in a card, because it's kind of our thing of like, hey, take care of yourself. Hey, take some time for yourself. But let me talk about the product. It is basically a serum in a mask. This is the highest grade, science-created premium mask. So you can get those cheapest chips masks and they're not going to do much. This is not cheapest chips for sure, but it is good because you're getting the power of a serum. And serums complement your moisturizer. Serums are for your bespoke needs and preferences, depending on what it is. And we're going to talk about one in a minute. But serums are meant to go in and hydrate or moisturize. It depends on what the serum is for. This is all about hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. If you are feeling, well, I was even telling Bob on the show, I said, hey, after you fly, this is my key thing. If I am traveling, I put this one in my suitcase, or I have it right when I get home because, you know, you just feel so dehydrated after you travel. Or if I have a stressy day, or if I'm feeling it's hot outside, pop in the fridge. It's quite lovely. And it's got horse chestnut, seagrass, green tea extract, coconut, combined with that aloe and this biodegradable mask. The actual mask itself is biodegradable. You can throw it in the compost after you're done. It usually has a little bit of serum, when in fact I always kind of squeeze it a little before I put it on my face, just to get a lot more serum, because you can put the serum on the ends of your hair on dry patches. And it just is so soothing and cooling, and you can feel the effects. You don't wash it off after you take it off. You don't wash it off. You just rub in the serum and leave it there. And it's 15 minutes. Leave it on for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, it begins to break down into the skin. And then you can just leave it on as long as you want, although usually the postman arrives or something, so you gotta go take it off. But anyway, it's fantastic. Are the protective layers also compostable? I don't believe they are. I don't think the packaging is. I've asked that question and they are not. How can you promote and approach them with your local beauty salons? Well, you know, that's a great question because it's award winning. So I would you could do it in a lot of different ways, but you could write a card. You know, I've been hearing that with different laser treatments and different treatments that people have, the aloe based, and it doesn't have oils in it. So any skin type is great for skin, you know, I don't want to say recovery, that's not very compliant, but post treatment is fantastic for post treatment. So you could write a card, but I would include the awards because it's gotten all these awards, and maybe look it up and see if any of them have made comments about these awards. I know several of them have, you know, but let other people's stamp of approval give you credibility. And that would be my suggestion, is maybe send them something in the post, let them try, you know, and then maybe approach them and say, hey, did you get my card? That would be a suggestion. So, okay, great questions. Thank you. Let's go on to the next product. Hydrating serum. So we were talking about serums. What does serums do? This one, of course, has won 2 awards, a silver and a finalist. And this is brand new. I mean, this is like what, last year, year before. I'm getting my dates. It all kind of blends together, but it hasn't been out very long. And basically, so serums complement and they go before your moisturizer. They make the way for your moisturizer, and they're an added benefit where you have needs and preferences. For this one in particular, it's got anti-aging properties, where it has that hyaluronic acid. Remember, it's in that middle layer of your skin. That hyaluronic acid that is natural, which you kind of call the sponge of your skin. It kind of retains and holds up to 1,000 times its own weight of hydration. And this one has 4 types. Now the different types are chopped up in different sizes, so it can go deeper into the skin or be a protective layer for the skin. But it also has things like shea butter and coconut fatty acids, and it's got mimosa bark. It has white tea extract, so high in antioxidants, snow mushroom. So it's all about protecting your skin and hydrating your skin and moisturizing your skin. This really is for dry skin areas. So even with oily skin, you can have a dry skin patch. I wouldn't put all over if you have oily skin. I would just put it on certain areas or elbows. You can even put on the tips of your hair as a hair treatment. And it is to boost, and I use this one, and you can use both serums together that we have. The other one is very anti-aging because it has anti-aging properties because of the patented peptides. This does not have that. But you can use them together, which is great, which is what I do. I tend to use this when I notice, oh, I feel a little dry here. I do it about 3 or 4 days, twice a day, and usually it normalizes. You know, it doesn't take long for that. So let me see if there's any more questions. Thank you. Can we have a training tailored on how to approach these beauty salons? Is there something you cannot cover? Thank you. That's a great question. I would email head office and ask them if, you know, we're actually doing less webinars because people are getting out more. So But really, it's all about your connections and how you approach and not pressury. Yeah, that you can ask and see if they can do training. Let's see. Okay, so I use it. Someone asked, I'm missing the questions in the chat, so it definitely helps me when you put it in the Q&A. But someone says, I use the hydrating and infinite serum one after another. Is there any benefits to that? I could use it together. It's great. I mean, I would do it before your moisturizer. Your moisturizer seals the deal. But I tend to do it together, and sometimes I don't even let them dry, you know, because they've got different properties, and both of them have a lot of hyaluronic acid. So I try not to get too bent out of shape about the order of things. Just think cleanser, and there are things that fall into cleanser, and then you get more into moisturizing. So up until that, you have your serums, you have like the illuminating gel and stuff like that, kind of complement the moisturizer, but your moisturizer and your cleanser are your bookends, and everything else kind of falls in between. So great question. Okay, cool. Let's move on. That sounded very American. Cool. All right, let's talk about marine collagen. This is the newest product. Yes, we ran out. I think we sold 15,000 in one day, from what I hear. I mean, but it is en route from all of this is en route to, you know, our shipping and all of that kind of stuff. Obviously, we've got complications sometimes with Brexit, and that just slows everything down. But they're hoping by the beginning of November to have marine collagen ready. Oh, a little update. They did want to tell you that aloe mango will be available from mid-October, and Forever Daily is back in stock, which is cool. But like I said, a way to promote this, especially if you've gotten it, you know, and you're able to try it, is, hey, I'm trying this, and you can pre-order, you know, sign here and let me know, and I can put you on the list. And so that's just a positive way. And I think this is really exciting. I mean, this is one of the first times they've done like a really surprise launch. Usually they give us a little bit of a trickle feed, but I was actually sworn to secrecy for months, and then weeks, until like right before, like I think the day up, you know, and I had the video and all that kind of stuff before, and I got to watch it because I was going to be having to talk about it actually fairly soon. So yeah, so I think they've just kind of learned, like, well, we probably need to have a lot more products, you know, when we launch something and we haven't given any forward. So that's probably what happened. Okay, let me just see. Okay, there's a lot of questions, but I'm going to come back to this at the end because they're not necessarily about oncology. So let's talk about this. This is a food supplement, a skincare product, and a skin supplement, a drink, all in one, all combined into these little 30 milliliter or 15 milliliter, so I'll come back, little sachets. So they have these little sachets, and it has to me, has kind of like a light, I think it's the acerola cherry, but it's kind of like a light fruity flavor to them. It does have a little bit more of an oily feel to it, but you're just getting straight nutrients. So it is 300 milligrams of highly bioavailable. And what does that mean, bioavailable? That means, and they've added like black pepper and things like that, which actually help that process. That means it goes directly to where the body needs it most at the quickest amount, without it breaking down or just being lost. And so it's bioavailable. It's hydrolyzed, which is down below there, meaning it's chopped up really small, because collagen is actually quite big. And so you have to chop it up really, really small so it can go directly into the area. And this is full of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and botanicals, including green tea, goji extract, acerola cherry, which cherry is really, if you study nutrition, cherry is actually incredibly amazing. It has about, I think I've heard, up to 1,000 times more. Is it 1,000 or 100? I think it's 100. I don't want to go 100 times more vitamin C than oranges, and that's a cherry. And So I would prefer that over drinking a bunch of orange juice any day to get my vitamin, a lot of vitamin C. And it's got added A, C, biotin, and zinc. These are all skin friendly, immune supporting, healthy vitamins that are added into this supplement, which is great. So, and then vitamin C and A, that's part of like when you talk about the best vitamins for the skin, A, C, and E. And so it's got C and A. And then the zinc, again, is that to help that oxidative stress. What does oxidative stress do? Well, basically, when you've got a lot of it, and that comes from stress, from smoking, pollution, too much sun, poor lifestyle, terrible eating. When you've got more oxidative stress, that breaks down your own collagen production, and that leads to premature aging. And so that's going to help protect those cells. And then biotin is very much a hair and nail and skin supplement. And it's from fish. So no, if you're vegan, vegetarian, it is a fish source. But you know what? Any collagen is going to have to come from a protein meat source. And so we've picked the best one, the most bioavailable. And this has those peptides that we really need, especially for our skin in here. So a little bit more. So what does our supplement do? It helps to improve the feel of skin hydration because you're just promoting that collagen. And it's got all those nutrients, all those vitamins. So you're nudging your own body's collagen production, saying, come on, let's go. Improves the look of your skin's tone and texture to help it, that scaffolding. Like I said, that's what collagen does. It's going to help bring appearance of firmer skin, and it helps to promote not just your skin, but your hair, your nails, and probably other parts as well, because your collagen is found in all parts of you. Okay, and then a few other things. It's never farm fishing. It's sustainable. It doesn't have shark or shellfish. It's free from GMOs or heavy metals or contaminants. It's gluten-free. We're in the process of getting it certified for kosher and halal. Has a negative carbon footprint in its processing. We're really trying to be as eco-friendly as possible. 15 milliliters, 30 sachets. That's where I got the 30 and 15 all mixed up. 15 milliliters in an easy tear. It is. It's like, Terry, sip it. 30 sachets in one box. And I say, do the 1 month challenge, see how it goes in your skin and how you feel and overall hydration. So I went ahead to questions. Let me just look in the chat to see if you are allergic to fish, take it. I would have caution. If you have any allergies, any intolerances, I would have caution and just see how you do. So if in doubt, ask your GP. Let's see, okay. I'm trying to look at the chat because it's kind of harder with questions, and then I'll go to the actual questions. Do I need to use a toner? You don't have to use a toner. A toner is a benefit. I love a toner, especially if I have a lot of makeup on during the day. And if I have maybe excess oils, that's another way to use a toner, is during the afternoon. Your oil production is highest, no matter your skin type, your oil production is highest in the mid-afternoon because your body is actually trying to naturally protect you from stressors, from the environment, from sun, so it has more oil. But if you have oily skin, you'll really notice that. So like if I'm about to go on screen and I'm like, it's a little oily looking, I'll just use a little toner, just a little tip. But see it as an extra cleanser. Our toner is non-stripping and it's extra hydrating. So it's just a side note. Okay. Can people, the last line of marine collagen slide had different types of peptides. I believe it's type 1 and 4 that are found in your skin that the marine collagen really helps to target. But it actually has a lot of different types of peptides in it, or types of collagen actually. Let's see. Oh, someone is on day 6 and really enjoying it, and my nails feel stronger already. Because being bioavailable, it's going to go quick and fast into where you need it most. So maybe you need it most there. Marine collagen stock is out of stock. Yes, it is. But let's see the positives, that it is a high demand product and they're very aware. So, okay. Okay, let me go into the Q&A because now I have a lot of Q&A here. Yay. Okay, so now in terms, someone's asking about different ingredients into products. Honestly, I don't know what Forever is going to be doing with new products or adding ingredients into products, so I can't answer that. Okay, so someone says, I have dry skin at the present, but sometimes oily. Is hydrating suitable? Serum suitable, as I love awakening eye cream and smoothing exfoliator. And then sometimes she has a skin condition. Yes, hydrating serum is suitable. If you have oily skin, but you've noticed dry areas, I would put it just on the dry areas and just do it in a short amount of time to see if it begins to improve. What you have is fluctuating combination skin. Fluctuating combination skin is one of the 3 skin types. You have dry skin, oily skin, combination. But combination skin can fluctuate with hormones, with stress, with travel, with anything really. So yeah. Forever Daily is the same from what I know. Someone asked about that. Okay. Why wasn't aloe put in the ingredients rather than water? It probably, I'm thinking this person is asking Phil about the marine collagen. Probably has to do with how it all goes together and how they had to create it and what would hold it together. So that's a question for head office. Actually, that's probably a question for product development. But I think it probably, when I've asked those questions about other things like topical, or maybe they had a little bit more water than aloe, or they didn't put aloe in, there probably was a reason in the consistency and all of that. How do I pre-order? You just take note, and then when they say it's available, then you can do that. But I would say with your clients, you can say, hey, let me take your name, and when it's available, then I'll let you know so I can order for you. So 3,000 milligrams in each sachet, I believe it is. I'm still getting to know this product. I believe it is, but it's 15 milliliters in the thing. So it's 300 milligrams of the actual collagen. So question regarding the eye cream, how long does it take to get rid of dark circles? Okay, so when you use things like peptides or anti-aging things, or even just your skincare products, your skin has to go through multiple cycles. Remember, I said it sheds your dead skin cells every 28 to 30 days. But peptides especially take at least 12 months for you to, not 12 months, 12 weeks for you to see a difference. And so it's a patient game in terms of seeing and consistency. So it takes time and it takes consistency because your skin has to go through different cycles and take things in and release old stuff before you can really see a difference. Sour cherry or just cherry fruit? It's acerola cherry. I don't think it's sour at all. It's a specific type of cherry with a lot of benefits. When's the best time to take marine collagen? You can choose. In fact, I have the fact sheet right here, my little fact sheet. And it says, like, it doesn't contain sugar. Well, it says 2 grams of total sugars for every 15 milliliters. But what does it say? When do I take it? Okay, so best time comes down to your preferences, needs, and schedule. Some people take it in the morning on an empty stomach. Some people prefer it at night to give your body ample time, whatever your preference, just be consistent. So there we go. Why not chicken collagen? Actually, they have done studies that collagen found in fish is the most effective. Plus, I think there's pescatarians. It kind of opens up a lot more people to be able to take it versus some people would be against chicken. So, okay. Can you take more than one in one day, or is it necessary? I wouldn't go over the recommended daily allowance. Yeah. Plus it's pricey, you know, if you were to do that and you want to see consistently, I would spread it out the right amount consistently over a month and see. Why is it a negative carbon footprint? That is a great question, which I have right here. It doesn't have heavy metals in it. It's made at a, hang on a second. I don't think I have it on here. Oh, here we go. It is produced in an eco-friendly leadership in energy and environmental design certified factory in Taiwan. We have partnered with this one-of-a-kind facility for the best of science and nature together. The manufacturing of Forever Marine Collagen is carbon neutral. Now, I do want to say there's a really long video that came out that is actually not available on our Forever Knowledge .info website. So I do encourage you because I think it explains it a little bit more. How often should you be taking this? Once a day for 30 days and see the difference that it makes. Do you mix it with water to drink? No, you don't mix it with water. You just drink it straight from the sachet. However, if you want to put it into your aloe, it's a little bit more kind of oily consistency. But you can mix it with your daily shot of aloe or your super greens if you want to, and have a lot of extra benefits. How long do you use it? Well, you could use it every day and continue, but I think what's best is give it a try for 30 days and see how you do. And I think that in itself, I don't think you can overdo it on collagen because, like I said, as you age, you lose your natural ability to produce it. So this is helping nudge that. From what age can you take it? I don't know if they even say that. I would probably recommend, in your 20s, when you start losing your own collagen production and you start noticing those fine lines and wrinkles. Now, that's not a steadfast rule, but that would be my recommendation. Can you take it consistently or take a break from using it? I believe you can if you want to take a break. But I would recommend consistent, and I would give it like a 30-day just to see. What were all those types? Well, really, there's a lot of different types of collagen, but type 1 and type 4 are the most abundant found in your skin, and that's really what we want to target. Can I help with joints? We are not a medical company, so I can't really say, but there's collagen in your joints. So there you go. Okay, when will you be doing this type of training again? Well, I know I'm doing live training on marine collagen at the Northern Sizzle, Forever Sizzle. That is on the 4th of March. So yeah, but this hopefully will be available on the website. Like I said, there's a whole huge video that you can watch on the marine collagen. What seas do the fish come from? That would be a question for, it's not farmed, but that would be a question for head office to send to them. And you can use it longer than a month. That's another question. You could use it consistently for 6 months. I think you just have to see and try it. And I think we're all in that. Let's just see. But you're getting a food supplement of just promoting. And I don't think you can, like I said, you can't really overdo. Now, I wouldn't take more than the allotted amount per day, but consistently you can continue to take it to see how does it impact your hair, your nails, your skin, your overall feel. All right. Did I answer? Let me see if there's any other chats. The Atlantic Sea. Someone put the Atlantic Sea. Okay. It is not halal certified yet, but it's in the process because of all kinds of red tape with the pandemic. I think it's just been so much slower. Okay, I am going to probably stop here with the questions. Let's see, can you replace Arctic Sea with collagen? I probably would do both, honestly. If you're on Arctic Sea and you're really seeing different things, they definitely have different benefits. And so, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it. And I have a webinar next month. And I'm excited, to see you guys. And you're probably going to be seeing some more social media videos with me because we did a lot of filming on our award-winning skincare products. And I want to, if I could reiterate, and I'm excited, hopefully we can submit Marine Collagen for some products here because it is a beauty supplement and that kind of gives it a lot more opportunity as a beauty supplement. And so that will be really fun. And I want to say too, if you start researching really good collagen supplements, you're going to see that we are pretty comparable in price as well. So thank you, everybody. It was so great to cyber see you, and hopefully someday I'll get to see you in person. Thanks. All right, I am going to